Grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch. No, real women don't. 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 Real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. Okay, ladies, I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to bring the energy back up. Honestly, the energy was not down, but for those of you that have listened to the last several podcasts, they were pretty intense in dealing with some emotional stuff. So let me, bring it back up and motivate you business-wise, yada, yada, yada. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all connected and all of it is for your benefit. But real talk, I want to make sure that you are, in a state of peace and that you are successful. And that means that sometimes I got to, not just deal with the emotional crap. We got to deal with the practical, technical aspects of business as well. And I did a Facebook Live recently, and I was talking about a subject that I said, I really need to make a podcast about this. And I gave it some, crazy title, like it's what you say and how you say it, something like, and when you said it. And the reason why I brought this up is because I listen to women all the time, and I hear them say, oh, this person didn't buy this because of this reason and that reason. And CEO mentality says, I take accountability for all things. I take accountability for all things that are happening in my business. And for me personally, when it comes to teaching sales, this is where I see a lot of people fall short. They kind of get into that mindset of, I did the marketing, I put the stuff out there, I talked to them, I explained what the value was. Why don't they see this? Why aren't they just saying yes and paying for it? And our dialogue, the way that we handle the sales compensation, it's supposed to build up that momentum and keep that energy high and cause someone to make the necessary sacrifice or make the decision to do what they got to do in order to be in your programs. All excuses out the window. But a lot of you don't realize that you're killing these opportunities. And so I want you to consider what you say, how you say it, and more importantly than all, when you say it. A lot of you talk to these people and it's very obvious that they've exercised due diligence. They have been following you on social media. You didn't know because they were trolling, not with any type of, negative aspirations. It's just that they didn't want to reveal their hand. You were talking about some shit that really bothers them, and maybe they didn't want, any help. They wanted to see first before they got help from you to just make sure that you were legit. They went up and down your website. They've looked at your prices. They know what you're about, and they are speaking to you at this point because they're ready. But then you get on a call, and because you want to be professional, whatever that means,
when professionalism is all relative, and you have this long drawn out conversation and you begin to talk about so much stuff that you don't even realize that you kind of kill the high. And you can have a person right in front of you that was ready to buy, but energetically you brought up things and started talking about stuff that wasn't important. And when you said it, it was you made the offer too late. Your win was too far out there. And some of you're not comfortable with, wait a minute, I can close a sale in 10 or 15 minutes. And I love it when my clients say, I closed a sale, fastest sale ever. It took 15 minutes to do everything, literally everything. And you know why? Because they tapped into that. They're like, oh, girl, I've been watching you. I know I fought. Well, okay, you good. I would say you just get the particulars. Here's the link. Okay, you got to click. While you doing that, here's set up your appointment, whatever it is, whatever that situation looks like. And they jump on it and they get it. And a lot of you are afraid that if you make the offer too soon that you won't close the sale. But there are some people that you just need to close the sale, because if you give folks 2 seconds to think, their brain, have you ever talked to someone and they said something back to you and all of a sudden your brain just kind of like, Dad, what am I going to cook for dinner tonight? Oh, girl, what you just say? I forgot. Don't you think that happens on sales calls, as intense as they may be? Don't you think that people will be like, Dad, what you just say? But no, they won't say that, right? They'll be thinking it, but they just kind of nod their head and go. But they've thought of some things because they don't want to let you know that they're not paying attention on the sales call. But seriously, and so your timing is everything. Your timing is everything. And so you not only need to say the right things, say them in the right way, but you need to say them at the right time. So how many of you have ever experienced that? You kind of felt like, damn it, I should have had that in the bag. I bet you when I said this, and that's probably what made them not want to, go with the offer. If you've thought those kind of thoughts, then you definitely need to get help with sales. It's that simple. I want you to go over to the website and get the top 3 mistakes that coaches make on sales calls and learn how to avoid them. Tap into the offer so that you can change your flow of the conversation and then change the flow of that cash in your pocket. So you've got your reflective nugget for today. See if you're an ace with it. If you want to, skip past the bullshit because you've been following me, then don't hesitate to message me directly. Fill out the contact form on the website. Reach out to me on Facebook. Email me at my email address. Whatever it is that you want to do. And let's talk about how we start closing more sales on a consistent basis. You should have a greater expectation than doing like every 10 people you speak to, you get 2 or 3 people. If you got a solid offer, you're marketing yourself properly, you should expect to close at least 50%. You become a master skillful closer, you can definitely expect 80% or more. But definitely to have an 80% closing rate is fucking awesome, and you can do it. You can love sales and you can slay sales. So in the meantime, in between time, do not forget to go get your free gift and check out the top 3 mistakes that coaches make. And I'll talk to you later. Deuces.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomendon'tbitchpodcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in